Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. What's happening?
What is happening?
What's going on?
So, doing something a little different today. It's a hot takes episode.
Yeah, and funny enough, I'm not the reason it's a hot takes.
Yeah, it's not him.
No, usually it's me.
Usually it's Coley, but today it's not.
It's Keenan. He died. Rest in peace.
You know, we make this joke every week when someone's not here, but this time he might have actually died.
Yeah, he totally texted us, but is probably AI.
Yeah, it was probably the killer, AI.
Yeah, AI. Yeah, AI killed him. So, here we are.
So here we are.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Josh.
Hi, Coley.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
I did not update this hot takes thing, so I'm gonna wing it. Oh, welcome to Hot Takes episode of What's the Diff, where we bring a few topics and let loose our opinions when we are down a man.
That's right.
I'm Gatorade Josh. With me today is Powerade Cully.
That's right. I see why you're winging that.
Yeah.
'Cause I have. It's not even Powerade.
It's not even Powerade?
No, it's just a bottle.
What?
Yeah.
Is it just a...
Well,
okay, so it's a Powerade bottle
It's
that doesn't
Power-
have
yeah.
Powerade. Okay.
It did at one point.
Okay.
Now it does not. It has something. Liquid IV, I think.
Oh, okay. You're liquiding up. Well, have an opinion on something we already discussed, want to hear one of your topics debated, you can connect with us using all of our links at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail at 802-884-3553 or send a voice clip to us at hellowhatsthediff@gmail.com.
Nice.
Yeah, we have an assignment for you listeners to leave us a voicemail and tell us how much you miss Keenan on this episode.
Yeah.
Let him know.
So much, you guys suck. Well, no, that's not what we meant exactly, but fine.
But you know what? We'll take it.
Yeah.
You-
I mean, we miss him too because, he died, so.
Yeah. I haven't even had really enough time to process it since he only texted us like an hour ago.
Yeah. It's pretty heavy.
It's really heavy.
Cool. Now that we've depressed all our listeners,
Yeah, let's get into it.
let's do some hot takes. You said you got one off the top, yeah?
Oh, off the top.
Let's
So,
do it.
people who say they hate a certain genre of music are being overdramatic.
Okay.
When I was in college, I took a history of rock class, and the one thing that I completely remember from that class and hold in my heart that is tried and true, there are two types of music. There's good music and there's bad music.
Yes. Wait, that's it?
That's it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But it's different for every person.
Yes, it's totally different because it's like how, it's like how somebody can appreciate a piece of art. Somebody could be like, oh, I like this because to me, it means blah, 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 whatever. But somebody else could listen or see it and be like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's just a banana taped to the wall.
That's exactly what I was thinking of. I legitimately was thinking about that. That's so funny. How the fuck is that art?
It really speaks to our capitalistic nature in society.
Did you see the one where the guy, he stacks a bunch of sand pails full of sand and then just, topples them over?
Oh,
and they go in a line, and people are like, oh, my God, it's beautiful. Dude, drop buckets of sand on the ground. I drop buckets all the time.
Yeah,
with
but
various things in them, but,
you're not making people pay for it.
No,
I think
not
that's your
appreciated.
problem.
I think it is. Because then what? You can't buy that art.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's like an experience at that point.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
I do like how, was it Banksy, sold one of his paintings for, $7 million or something and immediately shredded it in front of everybody.
Yeah, it automatically just
That was so good.
and they tried to save it or something, piecing it together.
Suckers.
Ugh.
But anyway, yeah.
So, back to music. I think
Okay, let's
that
hear it.
in any genre of music, you will be able to find at least one song that you're like, that's okay. I'm not here to
Okay.
say you can just go out and be like, I don't really like this genre of music.
Mhm.
It doesn't really speak to me. I don't really like the sound of it, the messaging from it. I'm not really here for.
Mhm.
I think that's totally okay to admit.
Mhm.
To say that you outright hate a whole genre of music, I think it's just being over dramatic. I think you could
I can agree with that.
just I there's so many people that will just hear like, oh, I hate like EDM, or I hate the new rock and roll. Like
Yeah.
I'm sure there's gonna be something out there that you'll be like, actually I kind of like this.
Well, that's yes, because before I went to bass, I was like, I don't really like dubstep, like this kind of music or whatever
Mm-hmm.
it is, EDM, big boom boom and wee wee woos. I don't really like that. Like I don't listen to it every day, but going there and having the experience of the show and like literally feeling the music because every speaker there is just a goddamn subwoofer. uh, I like it because it's a show, it's an experience more than just like sitting and listening to music. Now, I know there's people out there that a majority of our friends who listen to that kind of music on the daily,
Yeah.
and that's fine. But yeah, like it's not something I listen to every day. But I don't say I hate it.
Yeah.
I'm just like, not really my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Except for that, it bumps pretty hard in my truck.
Well, yeah, you got some
Yeah.
pretty good subwoofers
I got
in
two
there.
12-inch subwoofers in the back of my rig. It's if you want to deafen yourself, let's go for a ride. I'm already kind of deaf.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just think if you're out there saying that you hate a whole genre of music, find someone that loves that music and have them pick out like 10 songs or something.
Mm.
I'm sure out of those 10, at least one you'll be like, you know what, that's okay.
Like I kind of jive with
I
it.
can work with that. You know
Yeah.
what? I'll put that. I'll put that on my playlist.
Yeah. Okay. I get that. Which is really funny that you bring that up. And I'm going to move to my first hot topic because it's still kind of also your first hot topic. I think country music sucks. I fucking hate it. It's all my example is, or my argument, I should say, is it's all the same. Everything is the same. Years ago on 92.9 KISM, shout out to when people listen to the local radio.
Local radio.
They did a thing. I was driving people for like a shuttle service. And so I was driving by myself just listening to the radio. And they did this thing where it was like every country song can have like every country song has 5 things in the first like 10 seconds. Everything. I think that was the fastest one, had all these 5 things, but it was like every country song has 5 things in it, which is like drinking beer, listening to the radio, something about a dog, something about a truck, and something about a woman. Like every country song has that. That's like the basis for a country music.
Mm.
And so their argument was like, they're all the fucking same because every song has that basis in it. And I think the fastest one was like it had all those 5 in 10 seconds or something like that. It was just like they'd time songs to see how many they could count, and it was like usually under a minute or so, but yeah, 10 seconds, and it was like my dog brought me a beer while my woman was petting and listening to the radio in my truck. Like it's all of them, just boom, boom, boom. But
It's like, all right, we got it. All right, we're good.
yeah, cool. Song over. 12 seconds long. That was it. But as you have just said, you think I'm being overly dramatic, which is fair, because I do enjoy. I forget the guy's name. I think it's like Wheeler Walker Jr. or Walker Wheeler Jr.
One of those.
Yeah, it's one of those. But he does country music, but it's like really funny, like or crude, I guess, depending on who you are. But
Could be both.
like he does a song, of like how about he loves weed and like all forms of it is fucking amazing. Like he doesn't drink. There's a bunch of other ones that are like, one's called Puss in Boots, It's like he likes his women to wear boots. If you can put that together. I'm not gonna say anything about it, but it's funny song. It's just funny shit.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote a whole song about his kid, who I think is born now, but unborn at the time. He's like, "You're gonna be such a fucking stud when you grow up." It's so funny. It's so weird. What's the other one? He gets broken up with, and it's a whole song about like, I think it's called like "Fuck You, Bitch" or something like that. Like, you broke my heart. It's such a funny breakup song. Like, if anybody's struggling with a breakup out there, listen to that song. He'll be like, all right, I got it. That's good stuff. So it is country, though. It's very country, twangy, classic country.
Yeah.
I just don't, I can't, I don't know, new country, like pop country, anything off of that is fucking terrible. So bad.
Which I would say that for the most part, I don't really jive with country. And if I do listen to country, it's going to be something that's a little bit older.
Yeah.
And now I think about it, I actually don't really have any country songs on my playlist. Listeners, if you have any country songs that you think that Coley and I would like, please let us know.
Yeah.
The only band that I can really think of off the top of my head that I'm like, I like their songs and they're considered country is Dixie Chicks.
Oh, I like Dixie Chicks, yeah. They're classic, though. That's like, classic is, they're good. I'm mostly talking about new age country.
Yeah.
Like, I like Marty Robbins. He's very classic country. Very classic. Yeah. But anything newer is like, have you heard they have like country rap out there?
There's one that's really popular right now that is literally just a rap song that they just made country, basically. Just changed the lyrics to, it's like in the club, but they changed it to like in the bar or something.
Oh my God. I'm not even going to listen to it.
I mean,
I can't.
The first time I listened to it, I burst out laughing because I was like, they did not. And no, they did.
Might be worth it then. If it's funny.
They're not trying to be funny, but it's hilarious.
See, that's another thing I could have said is not a hot take. I don't like if artists play a song that another band has done, but they play it in the same style as the first band, like the original band, I think that's fine.
Okay.
But if they try to take a song and put their own twist on it and like do it in their style, I think it's fucking terrible.
Okay.
So that song was out for a while. I think it was pretty popular like a couple years ago, but begging you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Madcon did that first. It's just two rap guys.
Yeah.
And then I can't remember what this other band was, but it was like a pop band did it. And everyone was like, oh my God, it's so good. It's fucking terrible. The guy's voice is awful. It drove me crazy. I was like, this isn't good. You ruined a good song because they didn't use like the same beat almost. It was like,
yeah, I think there is good examples of that. All of you listening or watching Bridgerton, you probably know that they take songs from today and revamp it to like a classical sound and have like a whole scene to it. And I can't even remember if the subtitles told you what the song was, but I was sitting in bed and my girlfriend was watching some Bridgerton and a song came on and I was just like, oh my God, is that Ellie Goulding? Like it's like
oldie Goulding?
Ellie Goulding?
Ellie Olding?
It has a G in it.
No, I know, but it's like old.
Golding?
No, because it's never mind.
Oh, because old classical.
Trying to make a joke. Yep. All right, crash and burn.
you know what? I'm glad you tried to
swing and a miss,
slam that down my throat.
Yes.
That was too big of a bite to chew.
That's fair. So you win some, you lose some. It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
For that one, I got booed off stage. So
I mean, it could be like all the other times when I tried to make that, and then all you guys are just like, "That's a good one."
No.
You know when a joke is good when someone's like, Oh, that's good.
That makes me funny feel.
Like whenever I go to a stand-up comedian and they have a banger joke, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, nice."
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, I get it. They're like, "Ha, I get it."
It's like, no, it's a joke. Oh, I thought you were telling facts.
Oh,
But okay.
all right.
Ha 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 ha. Ha. Just pity laugh, please.
Anything.
Anything. So yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I feel like you could make a song that's not in the genre, but it's not gonna be for everyone.
Yeah. I also have a hot takes about Bridgerton that I should write down for another episode.
Definitely.
Yeah, for another episode because we got a lot on this one. Fair amount. What do you got next?
Let's see. So this one's a little sporty, which, as you guys know, I love sports.
Mm-hmm. My nickname is Sporty Spice. It's not.
For the majority of sports, referees making calls aren't needed. Computers can do it.
Yeah, I could agree with that. I
Like,
think
I would say baseball is probably the easiest one. You
Yeah.
have so many cameras and so much technology to be able to see where someone gets like a strike or an out or a ball or a foul ball or something that you really don't like. The only thing you need the referee or I guess the umpire in this situation.
yeah,
All you need them for is to kick people out there or being assholes, which I mean they're already doing too much of that.
yeah,
Or like okay, they're about to have a brawl in the field, have just one person there that's like, hey, don't do that, while they stand off to the side and let it happen.
bring in the cop droids. Where are the drone strikes at? They just drop like water balloons on people. Knock it off.
Yeah.
Stop it.
But
You're wet now. Stop.
like soccer, there's so much technology to be able to find out if a player is offsides, if if there's actually a goal, if someone is doing oh god, when you're on the side and you're throw in, yeah, when you're doing a throw in, if they
Sure.
did it properly, like there's so much technology out there that you really don't need 3 referees around, 2 on the lines and 1 running down to do anything.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like when they pull the little cards out.
Oh no, you definitely need to have a referee there to do the little card thing.
Yeah.
But
But the majority of the stuff like is all digital and can be well, I mean that's what they do like with the replays and stuff. Like
yeah,
let's see if they were actually right about that call. Like we're already doing that. So yeah.
yeah,
There's
just
even more of that.
send the info down to the referee, and then the referee's like, all right, there it is.
Yeah, rather than them make the call.
Yeah,
It's like,
'cause
well,
then-
I was there. And it's like, yeah, but you made the wrong call. You fucked up.
yeah, it totally changed the whole flow of the game, and now things are screwed up, and now this team that was gonna win is gonna lose.
Fucking way she goes.
Yeah, we have the technology, we don't need that.
Yeah.
And then when a call happens, it's like, okay, well, this AI algorithm has a 99.998% like correct rate.
Mm-hmm.
So you really think it's the 0.002%?
Yeah.
And you think this happened 4 times this game?
It's because I said so.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's because I have something in my eye and I don't want to admit it. So I can't see shit. They do that in football though, right? Like they'll make a call and then it's like, oh, they're reviewing the play or whatever.
It depends on the call. It also depends like where it is on the field, the amount of time that's currently in the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so many different things that they're like, oh yeah, we're reviewing it. Which I mean, like, I guess that's also like an aspect of the game, because there could be some times where like something's a little questionable and a referee like favored you, so you would quickly try to get back to the ball as quick as possible to
Yeah.
be able to do something, to be like, well, it was the play before, so can't review it. Sorry.
Boring.
I'm not. We have the
Believe that.
technology.
We have the technology. We should just call up, what is it, Boston Dynamics? They got robots, right?
A
just
couple.
Let's make them play sports. Wrestling. Be funny as hell. No, boxing, MMA. Get rid of all human MMA fighters and just have robot boxing.
I mean, because they have that with the robot battles or whatever.
Battle bots.
But so have it, but like humans.
Yeah, like humanoid robots.
Yeah.
Like punching.
So we still have someone like controlling it, or
It depends on the AI. It depends on the programming.
that's true. I mean, if you just AI'd it up,
Yeah. What is my directive? Kill him. Kill him. And then they just go at it.
yeah.
And someone fucks up and is like, what is my directive? And they type it wrong. And they go, kiss him. Like, affirmative. And then like one robot's just trying to kiss the other robot.
While the other's just like ripping parts
Beating
out.
the shit out of it. Please, I love you. Be with me.
We can get through this.
Honey, what's wrong? Rips his head off. You seem upset.
It seems that this relationship has come to a head. Just oil spurting everywhere.
Yeah, I'd pay to watch that.
Yeah, I'd pay to watch that too.
Pay-per-view.
Speaking of paying per view, what's a view that you have? Or a hot take?
My view is that was confusing, but we got there in the end. I was like, pay for it? Oh, people should have to test yearly to keep their driver's license. I'm fucking over it.
Okay,
I'm over people being bad drivers.
I have a bit of a feeling on this, but I want you to keep going.
Okay, here's my feeling on this. When we went the other day to pick up your motorcycle down in Kelso, I was like, what, 4 hours down, 4 hours back?
Yeah, roughly.
Ish. Driving down there was the worst experience I've ever had on the freeway. How many people like cut me off, cut other people off right in front of us, drove like complete assholes, drove like they're playing fucking GTA, like ripping through and weaving in between traffic. Like, oh my God. Oh my God. It's bad.
It was so bad.
And not only that, like driving around town too, I still see people get cut off. People fucking run the shit out of a red light. Like that light couldn't have been more red, and they're just like, all right, I'm gonna go now. There's nobody here. Or
yeah,
it looks like it's clear. It drives me insane. I'm like, oh man. I don't want to be a cop at all, but like that makes me. I'm like, I want to pull everybody over.
Just like, we got a domestic abuse call. Anyone that's nearby, please respond. And you're like, hold on, I'm giving out a ticket.
Yeah, like hold on, no, I can't. I'm on card duty. I'm on bad driver duty. Like it's fucking absurd.
Yeah,
how people drive.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah,
it got so bad from the pandemic. It's just ridiculous.
And I don't get why like people didn't drive for not that long. It's like, you know, I could probably go a full year without driving, but I wouldn't forget how to fucking drive and forget the rules of the road.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah. I think it's mainly due to like the brain fog and just kind of, I don't know. I feel like we also got a little bit of like rewiring during the pandemic to be a little bit more selfish. And that's how I think the driving is people are just really selfish.
Yeah, you can see that. Like everybody drives as if they're the main character.
Yeah.
The main character energy has bumped up tenfold. And everybody drives like I am the only one here. It's just me. Everybody else is a fucking NPC. Like I drive as if everybody else thinks they are important.
Sorry, when you just said NPC, I'm just thinking of people like driving down the freeway doing the NPC thing on TikTok. Like, yum, yum, so good. Ooh, glizzy, yum, yum. Oh, glug, glug.
Yum.
Yum, so good.
That shit
As they're just
so
fucking bobbing and
freaky.
weaving.
Slamming into people, cutting people off. Cars are flipping in front of them. Yum. Like, oh, that shit is so fucking weird. But yeah, like, people fucking suck at driving, dude.
Yeah.
People fucking suck. I am totally, I'm not like I'm the best driver ever. I admit I have my days where I suck at driving.
Oh, yeah.
Accidentally cut somebody off. What do you mean, oh, yeah?
I'm
just kidding.
I meant like for me. But
What do you mean by, oh, yeah?
yeah, you're like the worst.
Oh, dude, so bad. No, I ran a red light the other day. Luckily, it was safe and, well, not safe, but I didn't hit anybody and nobody else was around. And like, I immediately go through it. I'm like, oh, fuck, that was a red light. I pulled over and I just sat there for a couple minutes. I was like,
Give yourself time out.
Yeah, I did. I was like, that was bad. You shouldn't have done it. That was bad. And I was like, man, I am not awake or something. Like, how could I miss that? That's insane. Because I always see people, if I'm turning left or right, people run red lights.
Yeah.
And whenever I turn left or right, like even if I have a green arrow, I'm like, okay, I'm going to look left or right to see if anybody's hauling, blazing through the. They're like, I'm going to make it. It's only been red for like 6 seconds. That's fine.
Yeah.
So, but I was like, I'm the asshole. No.
Yeah, it happens sometimes.
It happens. It happens. So I'll admit, yeah, sometimes I do bad driver things.
Yeah.
But I totally, we should retest every year.
So
Keep it current.
I think retesting is definitely something that should happen. I say every decade.
Okay.
So I just gotta say, like, think about it. If you had to retest every year, it'd probably be like on your birthday or something.
Yeah.
And so you have a really popular birthday for whatever reason, and then you're like, yeah, I have to take day off work today. Oh, for your birthday? Yeah. Sorry, that sucks. Hopefully you pass so you can come to work tomorrow. Yeah, I really hope so.
I got my license on my birthday.
I mean, most people did.
Yeah, it was fun. I skipped school. And then I think I went back to school.
While driving.
Yeah. Well, like I had the freedom to, I could just like, I could fucking go anywhere, man. Yeah. But I was like, I should go back to school. And I did.
Yeah, I think I did mine. I think mine was just on like a Saturday or something. I think I got lucky there. It just like worked out like that.
Yeah.
But
fun fact, Josh and I took driver's ed together.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where we started everything.
We were partners. We were dude partners. This is where the podcast started.
Yeah, that's when we started podcasting. Was
you, me, and Jeffrey.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, our instructor Jeffrey. Oh my god, he was a character,
dude. That's ridiculous.
I mean, he's still a good guy though. Like,
yeah.
I just remember I'm just like driving on this really windy road, going downhill, like going like 15 over because Jeffrey's like, hey, you know, if you accelerate around a corner, like it pulls you through. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I accelerated down every corner, downslope.
Yeah.
And you two were just talking along about like boats and engines.
Yeah.
And then
he was like, have you seen Top Gear? And I was like, let me tell you about Top Gear. And that was it. They forgot about testing us.
Yeah. And then he like looks over. He's like, oh, you're going a little fast, and like pushes on his like brake. And I was like, yeah, it was, wasn't I?
You said so. It's your fault.
Yeah. And he looked like he was in his 40s.
Yeah.
He was 24.
Was he really?
He was like mid-20s. Like,
oh, is this the fact that like you tell me this almost every month and I'm like, was he really?
Yeah.
Okay. I remembered it this time. I remembered that we had that interaction, not that he was actually 24.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Like,
dude was 45 and like had a hard life.
Yeah.
Wife left him. He drank. Probably shouldn't have been a driving instructor. Dude was 24.
He was a young guy.
Damn. I look like a baby at 24.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Yeah. I think people say that there is like a little bit of a phenomena where like oh, like Betty. Phenomenon. There's this phenomenon that when like whatever age you're at, you'll look at people that are like 20 or 30 years older than you and you're like, wow, they looked old. Like when they were like teenagers and stuff, you're like,
yeah,
they looked old. And it's like, okay, now we look like babies. And then, yeah, it's just, but it's like at the same time, I only see them talk about that like us, our age now.
Yeah.
Like talking about like our parents back when they were like teenagers and stuff. And I'm like, no, they definitely looked like adults back then. Like,
yeah,
that 100%. It can't just be like this. Like, oh, it's a phenomenon. Everyone experiences this. Like, no, they
looked put together.
I mean, when you smoking cigarettes from age like 13, you're gonna age a bit.
A lot.
Like,
which is totally true. There was a guy I grew up with. No, I didn't grow up with him. He grew up in our neighborhood. I grew up in a neighborhood. He was in that neighborhood. Anyway, that was a shitty way to say that. He like drank and smoked. Eats, smoke. Anyway, so he drank and smoked like his whole life, and he had always had a pipe on him, like a
Yeah.
tobacco pipe.
Yeah, a little Sherlock.
Yeah, like dude Sherlock walked like he was the slowest fucking thing out there. Dude looked like he was about to die, and I was like, oh, he must be like 80 or 90. He was 50 some,
Jesus.
and he looked like a burlap sack because he was so fucking. He smoked himself like a fish would be smoked.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was awful. And that dude would drive, and he'd
Oh
be
my
fucking
God.
hammered, and he would go out and drive and just like in his pipe and like, oh my God. So when I started driving, I was like 16, around that time.
Mm.
If I would see him on the road, I would fucking pull off
My
because
God.
I'm like, I know this guy is blackout drunk. Like, not cool.
Yeah.
Not cool. I'm out. I was behind him one day and a couple cars behind him. And I'm like, why the fuck are we going so slow? Like, it's a 35. We were going 15 and a 35 because he was driving in front of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which leads back to every year you should get your driver's test.
Yeah,
So
I definitely think it shouldn't just be like the one and done that we have.
No.
It's like new laws come out. There's signs that I see, and even though I work in like the field where I put down those signs and stuff,
Yeah.
I'm like I don't know what this means. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
No, it's so confusing. Everything's changing. So why are we not changing with it?
Yeah, why are we not learning about these changes?
I lost my
They
train of thought.
happen, and people are like, okay, cool, this is the new standard, and then you just hope that it works like that. That was one thing that I thought about. It was a little bit of tangent. How like blind people learn about the new infrastructure that comes out. So like for example, if you're a blind person and you're walking around and it's the early 2000s and you look for like the push button to allow you to go and you
Yeah.
like push it and you hear walk sign is on.
What the hell does that mean?
It's like, wait, what?
Do I go or is it just on?
Like, is it okay?
Yeah, it's on.
Yeah,
Am I
it's like-
allowed?
It's like how are they supposed to know? I feel like they're a community that needs to have some kind of support system to be able to give them that information. Why can't we just always have stuff like that naturally? Like,
Yeah.
you know, why are we getting these ads for all these things? Why can't I get an ad that's like, hey, this is an unskippable ad? Did you know that they're making a new stoplight? Look at it. This is how it works. Okay, have fun watching your YouTube video.
That would be rad if we actually got good information in ads rather than like Candy Crush. No, I think that would be great. We should get ads. Hey, heads up, roundabouts, you yield before them if somebody's in it, not stop completely and then go if there's nobody in it. Okay, enjoy your video, bye.
Yeah,
Like, that'd be fucking great.
please.
So many people, well, hopefully so many people, more people would actually know how roundabouts work.
We're working on it.
People don't know how roundabouts work.
They really don't know.
Well, it's like people don't know the yield sign.
Oh my God, there's one by our house.
The one by the gas station?
kind of by like Sunset Square, that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know that they're supposed to yield for the traffic in front of the gas station.
Yep.
They're just like, and people also from the gas station, they don't know that they have the right of way. So they'll just stop there while you're waiting in the yield sign and they'll wave you on. And it's like, bro, you have 13 cars behind you.
No,
You're
it's okay,
holding
go.
up the intersection. I wait.
Yeah. No, this all comes back to main character energy when driving.
Oh,
I
God.
saw somebody. Man, how long ago was it? It wasn't that long ago, I think. But anyway, it was at the 3-way intersection where you can, if you're coming from our house, you can turn like to the shortcut to take the freeway.
Yeah.
In between Starbucks and Jack in the Box.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can go straight to get to the light or the gas station.
Yeah.
So if you're going from our house past Jack in the Box, past Starbucks to the gas station, there's no stop sign on that part. It's a free
Just go.
just go. Turning right to the freeway, just go.
Yeah.
The only stop sign is coming from the Joann's Fabrics parking lot.
Yeah.
Somebody fucking stopped at the corner of the Jack in the Box, like going towards Sunset Square, towards the gas station. Somebody stopped and flashed their lights and like waved somebody else along. And I was driving past because it's throughway, and I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Oh God, the worst is when someone waves someone on, and it's dangerous.
Yeah.
They're like, "Oh no, come on!" And then, like, you start to go, and then all of a sudden a car just blares through, honking their horn at you,
Like,
and you're just like, "You waved me on. Did you not look?"
No, not at all, because they're safe.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit about you. Not at all. That happened to a family friend of ours. She didn't die or anything, but she got in a really bad wreck.
Jeez.
Because somebody, I think it was like, they were on the guide, and they were turning left onto the guide. And so traffic was totally lined up going left or going right, and they wanted to go through traffic and go left.
Yeah.
And so people created a spot for them to go through, and we're like, yeah, you're good. Like, wave them through. As soon as she pulls out, she's in like a 2006 Subaru Outback. She just gets plowed by this big truck coming, because they're like, I'm stopped, so you can go, because I'm not going to hit you. Like, they have no spatial awareness to like, hold on, somebody's coming, stop. Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So now I don't trust people that put their blinkers on in corners. Like, I don't pull out in front of people. I'm waiting. I'll go right and then figure out a way to turn around to go left safely.
Yeah, I
do that
will
shit.
100% either wait or find a different path.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's just not worth it. I can't trust you.
And fuck the people, since we're talking about cars and driving, fuck the people who go, like, say there's 3 lanes, right? You have left turn lane, straight through, and then a right turn lane.
Okay.
Fuck people to go all the way up in the right turn lane and then put their left blinker on to get in and go straight. Like, you fucked up. You're holding up people who want to go the direction that they know they're going.
Yeah.
And because you screwed up, that does not mean that you should be able to hold up everybody behind you. Like, you fucked up, you take accountability for it, you go right, and you figure it out. Like the rest of us.
Yeah.
You can't hold up people because you're waiting for the go light to go, and it's like, I've honked at so many people doing that.
Yeah.
And like, you just pressure them enough to where they're like, fine, I'll go. And then they go right the way they didn't want to go. I'm like, fucking figure it out, dude.
Yeah. It's the saying, I think my dad told me it. A bad driver never misses a turn.
Yeah. Because they will find their way and they will inconvenience other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I miss a turn and I'm in like downtown Seattle or something, the very extremely rare occasion that I'm driving in Seattle, because Seattle sucks. If I screw up, like, there's a shitload of other people out there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to inconvenience them and be like, sorry. Oh, sorry. You know that fucking wave that people do? Sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm like, go fuck yourself. You're a terrible driver.
Yeah, the one finger salute.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. People have been driving bad lately, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But retest every like 5 to 10 years.
Okay. That's you are allowed to have that opinion. I'm going to say every year. At least right now, until we get better.
So it's
we
the
need,
initial period.
Yeah, we need initial. While we're starting out, we need testing every year until we're like, okay, people are testing better. We've got the statistics. We can go to 5 years now because people figured their shit out. That's where I would agree and disagree with you.
Okay.
Okay, next. What do you got? No, it's you, right?
It is me.
Okay.
So I wanted to take us off the burner for a little bit with this medium hot take.
Ooh. Mild salsa hot take.
Mild. The best bang for your buck fast food burger is Dairy Queen.
Okay.
And so how I'm thinking about this is a burger joint that you would probably be able to find all across the U.S. because I know there's other burgers out there that are a great deal and tasty. The one that comes up to mind is In-N-Out.
Mm,
They make a really good cheap burger.
they do.
I can't say the same thing about their fries.
They're not cheap. Fries aren't, but you get them like animal style, and it's fucking awesome.
If you need to drench your fries with a bunch of sauce to make them edible,
Your fries aren't good.
your fries aren't good.
I agree with that.
The fact that they're like, oh yeah, we make them fresh, right in front of you. Okay, can you make them taste good right in front of me?
That's sick. You make them, but can you make them good?
Like, I don't care if they're frozen out of the bag. If they taste delicious, perfect.
Yeah.
I'm here for like good tasting food that's quick, not fresh.
McDonald's fries, those are the best.
Oh my god,
They're so fucking good.
they're genetically modified to be delicious. GMD.
They totally are. Genetically modified Donalds. Yeah, they're good. Although I do like DQ's fries too. They're a little thicker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they're equal. They're equal in fries. It's
Yeah.
whatever you really want. I don't like that you don't get a whole lot of fries from DQ.
So you got to ask for a bucket of fries.
Yeah, my god, that's too many fries.
No,
But
it's never enough.
oh my god,
Although the buckets, shrinkflation, they've been getting smaller.
they have.
It's horse shit.
Oh
I
my
remember
God.
when my sister was 16 or 17. She would drive me because I was still in middle school. She'd pick me up from school.
Mm-hmm.
We'd get DQ and moo lattes because it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And we would get a bucket of fries between us, and like that thing damn near wouldn't fit in the car. It was so big.
Wasn't it actually like a bucket?
It was like a small bucket of popcorn.
Yeah,
It was like that size, but French fries.
yeah.
And it was rad for the both of us. We would just go to town, and it was so good. But yeah, now it's like a small drink size.
Well, it's now in a basket. It's in there, like you get like chicken tenders or something.
Oh,
No,
even
it's
in the car? Like if you're my brain shorted out. Drive through.
Yeah, if you're in house or drive through, either way, if you ask for, because I don't know, one time it was a while ago, because when I first heard about it, that's how I heard it. It was a bucket of fries. I'm like, oh my god, that sounds amazing. I didn't know DQ had buckets.
Yeah.
Let me get one. And so I went there. I'm like, can I get a bucket of fries? They're like, don't you mean basket? I'm like, sure, whatever.
Mm.
And they give you a whole basket, which I mean, I still think that's a lot of fries, but it's nothing like what it was before.
I'm gonna go to the cinema, Regal Cinemas. I'm gonna ask them for a small popcorn bucket. I'm not gonna buy any popcorn. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go to Dairy Queen, and then I'm gonna just pull up to the window, and they're like, "Sir, you didn't order," and I will be like, I'll toss the bucket in and be like, "Fill that bitch up, fries," and then I'm out of here.
Like, all right.
That's the plan. Then both DQ and the cinema will hate me.
They're like, please don't serve this man.
Please stop doing this.
And then whenever me and Keenan go to those places, they're like, oh, sorry, you can't buy anything. Wait, why? Oh,
We listen to your podcast.
Oh, they're like,
Fuck.
I know what you look like.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
I'll have to put on a hat and like funny glasses and be like, we still know it's you. I'm like, damn, this guy's worked in the movies. What the hell?
But
I can't speak for their burgers though. So tell me a little bit about their burgers.
okay, so their burgers have just a good like flame broiled taste, so a little bit like smoky. The cheese is really good. The amount of sauce that they put on it is just I just love the amount. It's pretty saucy. And
saucy.
And yeah, I mean they feel bigger than like a McDonald's burger or something.
Oh yeah, because those burgers are tiny.
Yeah, I think they're McDonald's burgers are like an eighth pound patty, each one. And I mean, who's to say? There's probably smaller now, like a 10th or something.
Yeah.
But Dairy Queen is a third for each patty,
Damn.
so a little bit bigger.
Yeah. More bang for your buck.
Yeah,
Okay.
and yeah, they used to be relatively cheap. I remember back in high school, you could get two for like $2 or something.
Damn.
And it was like it was two doubles for $3, I think. So $1.50 for what is that? 4/3 pound of meat. So over a pound of meat for like $3.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. I just
Pretty
think
good
that
deal.
if you want actually like an okay burger that's not gonna break the bank, because there's definitely better burgers out there.
Oh yeah.
Five Guys, delicious burgers, so greasy,
That's what
so
you
good.
want.
Yeah,
Top tier.
top tier. But oh my god, when it's the same price as like a Red Robin burger or even a burger from like a local place. There's a couple of local spots here that I love their burgers. For all of our listeners who aren't local, Filling Station.
Oh yeah, you said that the other day. Good stuff.
Filling Station is so good.
Okay.
Their burgers are delicious.
I gotta go there.
Definitely worth it.
I know Accomplice has good burgers.
Accomplice, yes. That Accomplice is a place where the owner, I think, he used to be like a pretty highly regarded chef in New York. And he's like, you know what? I want to try something else. So he came to Bellingham and opened up the regular restaurant that's next to Accomplice. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like a fancy dining experience, but not like...
Yeah. Carne?
Yeah, Carnell.
Carnal?
Carnell.
Carnal.
Carnell.
Colonel.
Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, but they have delicious food there. And so he's like, you know what? I'm making so much money here, and I have like some extra things. Like, why don't I just make a burger place? Like,
Yeah.
Accomplice with their bone marrow mayo.
That shit's insane.
My God,
That's so good. So fucking good.
like if you don't like mayo, you'd probably like that.
Oh yeah, it does not even taste like mayo.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, otherworldly.
Fair warning, their burgers are messy.
Very, very,
Very messy. Like that's a burger you gotta eat wrapped up. You can't freehand that thing.
If you start to unwrap it,
You're fucked.
you need a fork.
Yeah, dude. It's a salad.
Yeah.
I like their fries too. They had like lemon zest fries or something,
Ooh, yeah.
which were really good, but they haven't done those in a while. And I'm
Yeah,
like,
I will say, and maybe this is my hot take from all of this, I don't really like their fries, the shoestring fry, the really thin, small fry.
oh yeah, you like a more meaty fry.
Just something. I mean, like even like McDonald's, like that. That's a good size for me. And
They're definitely smaller than McDonald's.
yeah, and it's hard for me because then it's like, well, I need to grab a couple
Yeah.
to be able to get all the sauce that I want.
Yeah.
I'm a saucy little boy.
I'm just a saucy little baby boy.
Yeah.
Ooh, you know what I just thought of?
What?
It's not a bang for your buck burger, but up at Baker.
Okay. The local snowboarding ski mountain.
Yeah, up at Mount Baker. Their food, and it's probably because you're like burning so many calories. But if you ski or snowboard all day and then you get a burger there, like, oh my God, it's incredible. Their fries are really good too.
Yeah, they actually make some pretty good food. Like
Yeah.
you wouldn't fully expect it from, especially a place like not owned by the big commercial places. But maybe that's why it is good. Is because
I
it's
think
not
that's
owned
why
by
it's
the
good.
big commercial places.
Yeah, but they change chefs every once in a while, so it could be.
You can switch it up.
Yeah, could be bad, but I mean, every time I get it, it's like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, because I would usually bring like lunch and stuff
Yeah,
up to the mountain. So I'm like, oh, I want to save some money.
Yeah.
And, you can't save some money by bringing your own lunch. But once I started getting food from there, I was like, I'm just wasting my time.
yeah, it's fucking worth it. Working there was awesome because I know people. Did your stomach just growl?
It did.
That was so loud. I wonder if it got picked up on audio. Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we are talking about food, so makes
Yeah,
sense.
but I just had dinner. Yeah.
I want-
So,
I want
yeah,
more food.
I just think when it comes to the fast food chain burgers,
DQ is the best. Best bang
DQ is
for
the
your buck.
best.
I do really like the convenience of it. they're so quick
They are really quick.
compared to other places. What the hell's wrong with me?
All the noises are
I
coming out
don't
of
know
you.
what's going on.
Uh,
I totally agree. Like they're thunder.
shaking,
It's a
shaking your
thunderstorm.
paper.
Speaking of food,
Yeah.
I think, and my dear friend Megan is going to be mad at me for this. I think veganized food is awful.
So I
Like food, not vegan dishes. So if you get like a salad or something that has no meat in it or animal products,
yeah.
like that's fine. But food that has been manipulated in some way to be something else, like veganized, like
So
like Beyond Burger.
Beyond Burgers, the
And-
sausages.
Yeah, awful. It's fucking worst. We had, and again, Megan, if you're listening, I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry. Let me shit on everything you like.
Yeah, let me just shit on everything you like. So sorry, but the fucking, and it tasted good, but it was ice cream, vegan ice cream,
Okay.
which is like, what the hell do you do then? Because you can't
Yeah.
have cream. So I don't know what it was. It was maple flavored, and the maple was really good. Like the
Yeah.
flavor, like I said, it was amazing. It was so tasty. It was like frozen glue. It was not a good consistency. Like it was not ice cream. And then when it melted, it was like it was just gelatinous. It was not like creamy or milky or soft. It was just glue.
Yeah, which I would say the vegan alternatives for like meats and dairies and things, they're really only for people that are having a hard time transitioning to being a vegan. So if you talk to someone that's actually eating like a good vegan diet that
Yeah.
has that's well rounded, they are most likely not eating those things.
Yeah, and Megan has good food. She's got really good food. She knows some good food places around town. Good stuff. But I think things that are veganized are fucking atrocious.
Yeah, I think I agree with you.
It's so upsetting. Like every time you have ice cream, are you sad? No. It's fucking ice cream. It's awesome.
Yeah.
I was sad.
Yeah.
But it was good because I was conflicted. I was like, man, this tastes really good. But it's not ice cream. It's just cold glue.
You eat your glue and you like it.
Yeah. I'm like, no.
Here, have some ice cubes.
Okay. I'd rather suck on an ice cube. That's what I'd do.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think the vegan alternative stuff right now is not that great.
Yeah.
And it's for people that are trying to get into a vegan diet, and I fully support those
Go for
people that are trying their best. And I would say if you're trying to go with a vegan diet, just jump right into it.
Yeah.
You don't need the fake sausage, the fake burgers. Just
No.
make something good.
Corn and bean salad, dude. Find a recipe online, preferably with more things the better. Put spices and lime juice and shit in there. Holy hell.
Oh my god,
That's-
yeah.
I Megan and I ate that this is a while ago now, but with just like tacos, and we just put that in a taco. Like holy fuck. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I was like, you can't take this bowl away from me. It was a big serving bowl. I was like, no, I'm going to eat all this with a spoon right now. It was incredible. So there are good vegan foods.
Yeah. It's just the alternative.
Yeah,
is-
the alternative's just like, it's not working. It's not there. Not yet. Have you heard about, I don't know if they're still doing this, but it was a couple of years ago, they were like 3D printing food,
That's still going on.
3D
yeah.
printing meat or whatever.
Yeah, which when it first came out, I think the first burger cost them like several $100,000. Like it was a ridiculous amount. And they're like, "Yeah, we're trying to find ways to make this better." And it also looked like ass. Like
Yeah, it did not look good.
it did not look good at all.
But if you can, if you can 3D print meat and then just grind it up, ground meat looks the same.
Yeah. And especially with those machines, I think one of the big benefits is that they are actually able to really fine tune the flavor.
Yeah.
And so people are like, you actually get a sizzle when you put this on the griddle.
Mm.
Like you actually get like some of the smells that you'd get from meat.
Mm.
Like people would be hard pressed to actually know that this wasn't meat.
I
But
wonder if
that process and things is so fine tuned and delicate. And I mean, who knows exactly what chemicals they're really putting in there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I know what's in meat. It's
Meat.
meat. It's meat. So I'm gonna eat that because meat is awesome.
Yeah, but I do think that once we kind of I don't know, progress future in the world and that becomes more of a mainstream thing, you know what? I might try that out.
If it tastes like meat, I'll eat it.
Yeah.
If it makes me grow appendages like extra ears and stuff because of all the chemicals, then I think it's a bonus.
Yeah.
So
I'd love an extra arm.
yeah, why not?
Just a little baby arm can hold like a pencil or something.
Yeah. Or one like right in the middle of your back. How annoying would that be?
Oh my god.
It's just there so you can like scratch your back.
Oh.
But it's so it can't quite bend all the way, so it can't scratch like the base of its arm.
Oh no.
Yeah, and you can't scratch the bicep area of it with your other arm. Oh god, this is terrible. Why am I doing this to myself?
Yeah, you know what? Forget it.
Forget it. I'm not gonna eat that meat.
Nope, not worth it.
I don't want an unitchable arm. No more.
All right, well, should I do one now?
Send it.
Let's see. Anyone who is a huge fan of a brand is someone to be worried about.
For example.
An example would be Android or iPhone fanboys.
Someone who's like, if you have the opposite of what I have, you suck.
Yeah, someone that's like, oh, you have the opposite of what I have. I don't want to associate with you. Or whenever you have something that's the other, and they're like, you're like, oh, I'm having a problem with this. They're like, well, you should just get this thing. It's like, I don't want that thing. I have a problem with my thing that I can fix. It's just a little bit of a problem.
It's just annoying. No, I don't affiliate with you. That's like with motorcycles, KTM and Husqvarna are big. And that's always like, oh, KTM. They're the same fucking manufacturer. It's the same thing. It's the same goddamn bike. Like, sure, they look different and they're built slightly differently, but it is the exact same motor.
Yeah.
And people are like, Husqvarna, because, and other people are like, KTM, because, orange. And, like, I have a KTM. Keenan has a Husqvarna. A couple of other buddies have KTMs. Another friend of ours has a Husqvarna. Like, they're fine. It doesn't matter. But none of us are like, ooh, you have that. Oh, yeah. Why didn't you get the one that I have? It's like, because this was in my price range. And it's a dirt bike. And we can dirt bike together. Like, there's no point in being a fucking fanboy, one or the other.
Yeah.
Or fan girl.
Fan person. Fan.
Fan human.
Fan human. Yeah, I mean, if you yourself really love a brand and just love everything that they make, and that's all you love and like want in your life, go ahead, be the fan that you want to be. Spend all your money, give them all your money. Okay, when you start being like, oh, you need to do this, I'm gonna judge you if you're not doing this. It's like, okay, let's pump the brakes here.
Sounds like we're talking about religion.
I mean, it's
it's a religion of the brand.
Yeah, religion of the brand.
Yeah, but that's like how every major war in history started.
Yeah,
I believe in this kind of dude. Oh, I don't believe in that. We believe in this multiple different people. Well, fuck you. You're wrong.
I'm gonna throw a rock at you.
Yeah. Okay, I'll throw 2 rocks back at you. And 1,000 years later, I hate those guys. They threw rocks at us one time. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember reading about the rocks.
Yeah. The Great Rock War.
Yeah, it's just like for me, there is a couple of things that I'm like, I think this is a good brand. If you're going to be going and doing this thing, that's my hobby, you should probably go with this brand.
Yeah. Yeah, you have brands that you'd recommend to people, but you're not shoving it down their throats like, "Oh, you're not cool if you don't buy this brand."
Yeah.
Or well, nobody fucking says that anymore, but like the idea of a certain brand being the best is wrong because not everybody's the same.
Yeah.
So, like I was looking up dirt bike helmets today. And it always pops up with blogs. It's like, what's the best helmet of 2023 or 24 or whatever?
Yeah.
And it's there's not one because everybody's head's going to be a different shape. So maybe this one helmet could be fucking great for somebody, but it won't fit on another guy because his head is a different shape.
Yeah.
Or it doesn't work. Or, he doesn't like how the cheek pads fit or the chin bar is too close to his mouth or blah, 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 blah. Like there's so many different reasons. There is no one good brand. And I think it's crazy that people can take brands to a certain level of hype, like Supreme and shit.
Supreme, yeah, that's a good one where it's kind of mediocre, but it's been so hyped up out of nowhere that it's...
I don't get it.
I mean, hey, cultural phenomenons, I usually am on the tail end of them.
I don't get it. I tend to avoid if something is known as, like, because I think within our lifetime, the word trending has increased.
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's trending.
It's trending. I hate the word trending. If something is trending, like, oh my God, this outfit's trendy or this brand's trendy, I'm like, I don't want it. Immediately, I don't want it.
I gotta say, when I hear people are like, "Oh my God, you got the TikTok purse, you got the TikTok water bottle, you got the TikTok headphones,"
Yeah.
like, I'm like, okay, I do not care if everyone on TikTok that's pushing a TikTok shop or something is like, "Wow, this is the best thing ever."
Yeah,
They got it off of freaking AliExpress or one of those websites,
Yeah.
bought 1,000 of them, made an Amazon shop, gave it to a couple influencers and said, "Hey, $1,000, hype this up." And
sell
now,
our shit.
Yeah, sell my shit.
They're isn't there a term for that?
Drop shipping?
Drop shipping, yeah. That's a fucking skeezy thing to do.
It's so dumb.
It's so skeezy.
Like, oh my God.
You want respect? Do a job that is actually good for people.
Yeah, you're just fucking taking from these poor workers in a different nation, using all their labor to just sell this crappy stuff, and you're like, yeah, I bought it for $2 a piece, but people are gonna give me $35 for it.
Started from the bottom, now we're here. Like I bought a Lamborghini selling silicone dick molds.
What I mean,
like why?
I mean, at the same time, it's it is kind of crazy that we've been able to only big companies were able to really do that. They would send their factories over to China or Mexico or the Philippines or something, and be able to make their products for cheap there, and then still sell it for the same price or more. But now, anyone can do it.
Anybody can do it. Yeah.
And you know what? I take it back. I give them props. I love drop shippers.
Okay.
I don't. I fucking hate them.
Okay. I was gonna say I think that's a joke, but
you're like, I don't know. He turned pretty quick on that.
Yeah, you could have. Mad respect. No, it's just fuck capitalism.
It ain't cool, dog. And
except
if
it's handy.
It is pretty handy. But yeah, if you're really brand oriented and you're a diehard brand boy, I'm sorry.
Brand human. I will be only wearing Supreme from now on because the younger humans do it and they are cool. I am definitely a human. So I'm actually human though. I'm not a. Anybody who knows me, I'm not a.
That's what an alien would say.
No,
Okay.
I'm not an alien.
Maybe.
Speaking of,
Maybes.
I just rely on you for all the transitions because I'm like, okay, next one, and you're actually good at transitions.
Well, here's the thing. You don't even need to have a good transition. If you just have enough like pep in your step for a transition, it's a transition. It gets people going.
I don't have any peps.
But you do have
Opinions.
Hey.
I think cosmetic certain. Let's start this back.
Okay.
Certain cosmetic procedures should be covered by insurance. For example, LASIK. If you got real bad eyesight,
Like me.
I think it should be covered by insurance because it's considered a cosmetic procedure.
Actually, I want to see if the camera can pick up how thick these spectacles are. I literally can't see what it is, but
You unfortunately have an old term, but you've got Coke bottle glasses.
yeah.
You got them thick boys. They're not quite like Bubbles from Trailer Park.
Not yet.
Not yet, but like goddamn.
Fucking getting there,
Yeah.
man.
It sucks. I probably need to go up in my prescription too.
Yeah.
I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, signs are a little fuzzy.
Everything's fuzzy, man.
Man, I gotta say that once I got the right prescription after like 2 years of not having it, I was like, oh crap, I forgot the world was HD.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. That's what I used to explain to people. They're like, why'd you need glasses? Like, it's not even that much of a prescription. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking HD now, dude.
Yeah.
I'm watching everything in 4K. Like, leave me
Yeah, I
alone.
went from 480p to 4K.
Yeah, it was sick. I just upped my bitrate a whole bunch.
Yeah.
It's worth it. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah.
Cosmetic.
Yeah. Speaking, lost my train of thought and I kept going and I couldn't fix it. I mean to say certain cosmetic procedures should be insured, as in Botox, not for lines.
Keep in your face and get rid of the lines.
That's totally legitimately a cosmetic
but like
thing.
Doesn't they help with like headaches?
Yeah, they can. So they can help with migraines. People like me, like I have severe bruxism, which means that I grind my teeth at night.
Oh, you're grinding in your sleep.
I'm always grinding, dude. Grinder a day. Yeah. And I wake up and I'm like, oh my God. So they can Botox your jaw muscles so that you don't grind and bite and masticate as hard.
Yeah.
Isn't that a terrible word for chewing?
Masticate.
Masticating?
I don't like it.
I don't either. It's gross.
It's like you're trying to say mastodon, but you really got off track.
Yeah.
Oh, I love masticate.
I love to masticate. It's like, excuse me? This is church. But yeah, like that should be, because I have chronic migraines. I get them all the time, and it's terrible. And that's kind of the reason that Hot Takes is created. But like, I should be able to get a shot I don't know, it's like every month or something like that, that can help with that. And it should be covered by insurance. I shouldn't have to pay $100 or $1,000 for this thing that fixes a completely debilitating issue that I have. Like,
Yeah.
It's fucking unreal.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of different cosmetic things that you could make that argument. Getting, breast reduction.
Yeah. Breast reduction.
For people that have larger breasts, it's a huge pain on the back.
Yeah.
And they should be able to just get it.
Yeah, I agree.
And
if it's something that's helping you,
like, there shouldn't even really be like that many stipulations about it either. Like, it should be like, all right, how much you getting taken out? Okay, do it.
Take it out. Yeah, I can agree with that. Although I don't think enlargement or like, something that just would be cosmetic.
Yeah, that's kind of more for like the looks. Like one that you.
But if it helps like you said, your back and helps you function properly, then yeah. Like if it's gonna prevent me from getting up and doing my job and doing what I do every day, but I have to pay however much, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that. I want to be able to stick a needle in my head and squirt or whatever they do. I don't actually know what they do for that, but I should be able to do that
Yeah.
and not have to pay whatever. But what is fucked is if I get a migraine, like I had a really bad one about a year ago almost. Like fucking terrible. Like, oh my God, I was about ready to get my drill and drill a hole in my head to relieve some pressure. It was awful. I went to my doctor and they shot me in the butt with Toradol, like basically high strength ibuprofen, basically, but not quite. And it went away in like 10 minutes because it was just so much. And I'm like, oh, that was covered by insurance, but why can't I just get the preventative?
Yeah.
Why do I have to wait until my eyes are got to pop out of my head before I can get shit that's paid for? Like,
Yeah, which I mean, I think that's something that we're slowly moving towards when it comes to healthcare. Very slowly, because there's no money in the preventative care.
Incredibly. Yeah,
but
it's all about money.
Yeah, so the example that I've been seeing recently that I've been thinking about is giving people medicine for being pre-diabetic.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Like, if you're pre-diabetic, right now it's sorry, you don't really get the medicine until you're diabetic.
Yeah, there's nothing we can do.
But there is something they could do. It's just that
from the insurance company.
Yeah,
there's nothing
they
we
can't
can
get
do.
money from it.
Insurance companies suck. That's another hot take.
I don't think it's that hot.
It's not really. Everyone's like, yeah.
Did you guys know that middlemen that are only there to make money are terrible?
They're the worst. And legally, like, you need it. Well, you don't legally need health insurance, do you?
No, I mean the fact that even there's some people that we probably know that just don't even have health insurance.
Yeah.
I would say that most people in like service industries probably don't have health insurance.
Well,
and if they do, it's like either government funded or
garbage.
Yeah,
through their company, like all the insurances I've had through different companies I've worked for.
Well, you see, that's why you need a union.
Yeah.
Because I would say, especially around here, the Teamsters union has great coverage. Oh my God.
Shout out Teamsters.
Shout out the Teamsters. If you are needing better health care, cheaper health care, more benefits, a fucking pension.
Yeah.
Because I mean, hey, all those people that we got our 401ks and stuff. It's literally, we need also Social Security to be able to bolster it up and actually live off of.
Yeah.
The 401k alone's not going to do it. Social Security alone's not going to do it. A pension alone might not even be able to do it. Like we used to have all those systems and now we don't. It's like now you might get one of them.
Yeah.
And then for us especially, Social Security, we're not going to have that when we're older.
No, not at all. Well, we also can't retire until we're like 95.
Well, yeah. Why would we?
Because the age of retirement it's
65 right now, but they're trying to bump it up more.
Yeah, they're trying to bump it up like more and more every year. They're just like, let's go higher and higher and higher. Yeah,
so like people are living longer, so let's push it back.
No, we're not. The average person lives. The average age I think is 76.
Yeah, so if you're 65, you get to have Social Security for 11 years. The stuff that you've been, let's see, if you're 65, that you've been working 47 years of your life for.
Yep. Have fun now that you're old and you can't go anywhere and your body is broken. Now you can retire.
Idiot.
Yeah. Ha ha ha. Fuck you.
Yeah, but
this planet sucks. Don't come here.
It's boring.
It's shit. Not even worth it. It's not even worth invading. Like, just keep flying past us in space. Just keep going.
Yeah, keep being an asteroid and get out of here.
Yeah, I was thinking alien, but
I was thinking comet actually.
Oh, shout out to one of our past episodes.
Yeah, episode 20.
Comets, and I almost said icebergs.
I mean,
they're on Earth.
Some of them are kind of icy.
Yeah.
But going back to your cosmetic thing.
Oh yeah.
I definitely agree that they should be insured, but not like
Yeah.
everything. Like you said, the like breast enlargement.
Yeah, that's not. That's for funsies.
But then then there's like gender affirming care, like adding breasts would technically be something, and it's like a mental health thing. So you almost get
I
into
think it's
like
a
those
slippery.
gray.
It's a
It,
gray area.
like another one would be like you see the leg extensions that some people are getting, where they can add almost like 6 inches to their
Yeah,
height.
why?
Some people just really don't like being short, which I get for the people that are really short. Like if you're around 5 foot and you're a man, and it's like, okay, well the average is 5'9". If I could just be 5'6", that'd be okay.
Yeah. There's
But
nothing wrong with being short.
yes, there is nothing wrong with being short.
And I think being called a short king is kind of backhanded.
It is.
Yeah. Haha, short king. It's like, nah, bitch, I'm just a king. And I don't mean bitch as in woman.
Just that person
Just-
being bitchy.
People are bitches.
I feel that.
Sometimes dogs are bitches.
Oh yeah.
Our cat is a bitch.
Oh yeah.
So-
Threw up on some important documents today.
Yeah, what a bitch.
What a bitch.
Anyway.
But yeah, so I mean there is that kind of like gray area, but I guess if I had to pick one, I would stick with the things that are physical ailments that cosmetic surgeries can fix.
Yeah, that's a perfect way to summarize it.
Like I think bare minimum that should be covered. That's medical.
Should be. Yeah. And well, but then like glasses companies, if we're doing LASIK, glasses companies are going to go out of business and they
Fuck
won't
'em.
want that. I agree. Fuck them.
My glasses without insurance were gonna be $600.
God damn.
They shouldn't be.
God damn.
It's fucking just plastic
Yeah. And
and
Pla-
glass.
well, kind of.
Well, I mean, I guess technically these ones are they're Trivex, which I think is like a glass plastic combo kind of thing that's supposed to be more resilient.
Yeah, mine are anti-scratch. Super scratched up. It's fucking
Because I mean, literally,
stupid.
it's just for anti-scratch. It's just like this like spray that they spray on it, and they're
Yeah, it
like,
doesn't do
okay, well,
anything.
it's gonna help for a bit.
Yeah. It's like they do that for cell phones now too. You ever seen that like liquid glass protector?
I actually on my last phone I got that because the guy couldn't find the glass screen protector,
Yeah.
which funny enough I went in the next day to like get something else and he was like, "Oh, hey, sorry. They were actually right next to me. I didn't see them." I'm like, "They're right next to you.
Oh
What do you
my
mean you didn't see them?"
God, dude.
Yeah, I'm never going back to that Verizon store.
Which one was that?
The one nearby us.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
heard not that. Don't go to that store.
No.
That's nothing but the worst.
Nope.
I went there to talk about maybe getting an iPhone, and it like turned out like I had to up my plan and like do all this other stuff, and it was going to be hundreds of dollars extra. Blah 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 blah, and like it would have been cheaper if I had also bought a plan for an iPad that they were trying to give me. And I was like, dude, I just want a phone. They're like, yeah, but this will be cheaper. I went out to the one in Ferndale, and they were like, no, none of that's, you don't need any of that. They
Yeah.
actually lowered my bill by $25.
Damn.
I didn't do anything. I didn't get anything. They're just like, yeah, you should be paying less. So
Yeah.
let's do that for you. And they changed a whole bunch of shit. And then I'm like, yep, nope, they're saving you $25 a month. And I'm like, this place is awesome.
Yeah, that the one we're talking about. They're upselling hoes.
It's fucking terrible, dude.
Hate those bitches.
Ugh, fuck that place. Never going back. I went there to just get prices and
Yeah.
then take it to Ferndale to be like, can you better these? And they're like, yeah, he actually wrote down, the one close to us wrote down all this shit.
Yeah,
And I took it to the Ferndale one. The guy was like, I don't know what this means. He's like, where did he get these numbers? Like, none of this shit makes sense. Like, that's not how much the phones cost.
yeah.
That's just a number he pulled out.
It's
So don't go to the, I'll fucking dox it, whatever. Don't go to the Sunset Verizon store. Don't go there.
don't do it.
Don't do it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Yeah. So that was your hot take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah. I think we got time for one more each.
Okay. I'll make the next one pretty short.
All right. This one. Domesticating wild animals is okay.
Now,
And
I'm torn by this.
so maybe my train of thought elaborate. What? Let me elaborate.
Let's elaborate on that.
So,
Because what's your definition of like wild animal?
I mean, wild animal could be anything. Could be a shark, a squirrel, a red panda, like wild.
Okay.
But what I want to allude to is domesticating.
Yeah.
Because domesticating an animal, you don't get it in the first run of things.
No, it takes years. Whoa. No, sorry.
Takes years, takes generations.
Yeah.
It takes time figuring out what those animals need and like what trainings and stuff works and picking out certain families once you actually have them to be like a little bit more docile or have these kind of like different traits. I think domesticating wild animals like that is okay.
Okay. What animal comes to mind when you say that?
Fox.
Oh, you just want a fox?
I mean, foxes are very cute.
Yeah.
I personally probably don't want a fox. I hear foxes are very similar to like cats, and if you were to like describe them as a dog, almost like a Shiba Inu.
Yeah. Okay.
They kind of have that kind of level of like energy and stuff.
But they go
yeah,
at each other.
yeah.
They're like, why are you making that noise? Stop laughing at me. Fuck you.
I didn't say anything funny.
Yeah. Come out. You're like, I'm gonna try a new outfit today, and your fox is like, I think I look good. Leave me alone.
I really thought it would work. It's like foxes out in the wild live 7 to 10 years.
Yeah.
Foxes domesticated up to 30 years.
There you go.
You can make this animal live 3 times as long and have a better life.
Yes, but is it a better life?
I mean, I guess that begs
It depends on who is owning it.
That's true. I mean, there's plenty of animal owners who think they're doing the best for their animal and are torturing it.
Yes.
Fish is a very easy one.
Fuck fish. They're just there.
Oh my God, I will fight you. Beta fish, people will put signs like
Only like alpha fish.
I like omega fish the best.
Oh, fuck.
Beta fish, they'll put signs where it'll actually have like a goldfish, and it's like, if you're gonna get a goldfish, make sure you get a big tank, because goldfish, they don't actually like the small bowls that people always see them in.
Oh, wow. What? Really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And they're like, try a beta fish. And it's like, no. Beta fish, yes, they can live within the rice fields and have very little amount of water and resources to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Keyword there, survive.
Yes.
You put a beta fish in a really big tank with things for it to do, good food, like the proper acidity, and just the other things that you check with water. Like you make the water good. That
Make
beta
sure
fish
it's chlorinated.
Beta fish, goldfish, all those fish that you see usually in small bowls will thrive. Like goldfish, that's another good example. Goldfish can live up to 30 years.
They live in toilets too at the end of their life.
Yeah, because they're like, oh, I guess this goldfish is dead, flush, and then goldfish is like, I'm alive, sucker.
I'm fine.
What is this shit?
2 middle fingers that's going down. Fuck you. Like, oh, okay.
But yeah, like like animals.
Yeah.
People can take really bad care of them.
Yes, they can.
And so, when it comes to the domesticating of animals, I almost have like this thing of like, well, maybe you need like a license to have them.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Do you have a license for that squirrel?
It should be renewed every year. Just like your driver's test. Did you take your squirrel test this year, sir? Oh, fuck.
I have to confiscate your squirrel.
It's overdue. I got to take your squirrel, man. Sorry. So, squirrels.
Yeah, you need a license for that squirrel.
You do, sir. Got your nut license on you? That's just a really big peanut.
All right, carry on.
All right, have a good day.
But yeah, so I think if through the proper channels and proper, you know, agencies, domesticating animals could be a good thing.
Yeah. We should check too, because cats and dogs like basically domesticated themselves.
In a way, yeah.
Yeah, like so. Like what evolutionarily, what would be the next creature to do that? That would domesticate themselves. Domesticate.
That's a really good question because I mean, I feel like there's kind of similar types of animals like that are finding themselves to kind of become domesticated. I think like in Africa, you could see there's certain tribes that actually have like domesticated like hyenas.
Which are scary as all fuck.
Yeah.
That's a terrifying animal.
Yeah, and they're like, yeah, here it is.
Yeah, they use it as protection. But also hyenas that are wild can like roam through a village and like they eat children.
Yeah.
And then they laugh at you about it.
Yeah, they're dicks.
That's the worst. Yeah. Yeah, I think we'd have to look into more of like what would be next on the list to domesticate, because that's kind of interesting. I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
Being the animal guy, I am.
Yeah, you're the animal third of our trio.
The animal third, yeah. Yeah, good. Don't call me an expert because I'm not an animal expert.
I mean, you're trying to get there.
I'm an animal talker.
I talk to animals.
I talk to animals, like the bear.
Which we have the bear 2 places today.
Yeah, we have 2 bear.
We have 2 bear, 1 cave. Wait, hold on. Bert?
We're in the bear cave.
Bear cave.
Wow, there we go.
Nice.
Historical. We've made up a name for this place.
Cool. I'll make a sign.
Okay.
Some word art.
Yeah. Word art. Okay.
Yeah, that's all I had on that.
Speaking of all you had on that, what a hell of a transition there. I think working out and mental health therapy, if they were combined, they would be incredibly successful. Because mental health therapy, talking to your therapist, is great. For some, you can have a cathartic release of emotions where you can come to certain realizations about your life and blah, de blah, de blah. Can help you overcome blocks and all this kind of shit.
Have breakthroughs.
Breakthroughs, yeah. You can finally go to the bathroom at work rather than having to go home every day. Not that that's like my deal. I don't have that problem.
No, I definitely.
I want to cut. Hold on a sec. So if you had that because you work from home,
yeah,
and you couldn't go to the bathroom at work, but you work from home,
you better have 2 bathrooms.
Yeah.
Because one would be your designated work bathroom that you don't go in at work.
Yeah.
And then when you're at home, or when you're working, you have your home bathroom that you go.
Wow.
So,
it's
like
kind of
for
fun.
me, my home bathroom would be the one that's attached to my room.
Yeah.
And my work bathroom would probably just be your bathroom.
Yeah, which you don't ever use anyway.
Yeah, never.
Get out of my bathroom.
you have a mat in front. It's nice.
It is nice. I've got a what do you like, the poo thing?
Oh, the pool stool.
Yeah, the poo stew. I forget what it's called. The toilet thing. What do they call that?
I call it a poop stool. Because I mean, it just gets your legs up, and that really it lets things release easier.
Lands your colon in one place. If we could remember the name of what they are,
Poop stool.
the poop stool things.
I remember.
There's a fucking brand name for it, but like, just get a stool.
Yeah, just a small stool, like children's stool.
Yes, it's like legitimately a kid's.
It is
stool,
yeah.
But it works. It aligns your colon.
Yeah, and it doesn't take up that much space because they have the hole like big enough to like be around your toilet, and you just push it in, and then it's just underneath your toilet.
There you go. Yeah. So mental health therapy.
Mental health therapy. Mixing it with exercise.
Yes.
So would
I
it
think
be?
you can get a cathartic release through exercise.
Are you saying like almost have it at the same time?
Well, I was thinking that like you have a personal trainer who's also a therapist, but I feel like that would be difficult because you would want to focus on one or the other. So maybe you could have an intense workout with your personal therapist who then afterwards you go right into a session of therapy with that person.
I feel like that's tough.
Well, yeah, where the hell are you going to find a therapist who's also a personal trainer? Like,
I mean, in the world where that's a thing, it would just I think it would suck because what if you find a good therapist, but you don't really like them as a personal trainer?
that is also a problem that could arise in this fake world that we have made up. Yeah,
Yeah, or the vice versa.
they could be a great personal trainer and their therapist is like, yeah, bro, I feel like you just need to like fucking cry about some stuff sometimes, bro. And you're like, I hate this.
while you're doing that fifth set of pull-ups and you thought that you were like couldn't get like you could give up on yourself, doesn't that remind you when you were 4 years old and your dad gave up on you?
You're like, I don't want to work out anymore.
You know what? I think I'm done here.
Yeah, I just that was actually a question that came from my mom because just she was like, here's a hot take.
Shout out, Mom.
Shout out, mom. What up, mom? you probably don't listen to this, but that's cool. But she was like, because she does like Zumba and Pilates and like all this other stuff, and that
Yeah.
can be very relaxing and comforting for people. So if there was some smart way to incorporate therapy into that, or if she was just saying like people who get therapy should also exercise because that like they go hand in hand,
Yeah.
you know, that could be incredibly beneficial for some people.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would definitely benefit from that. Just exercise has so many benefits.
Get out, take a walk.
Yeah, it doesn't like I mean like
Get
I've said
up.
in the past, it doesn't need to be something super intense.
Yeah.
You don't need to be just dying every single time. And it can be something fun. Zumba's fun. Walking is fun, especially if you have places to walk around.
Yeah. Or if you have a good audiobook or podcast, hey,
Hey.
listen to our podcast, go for a walk.
Yeah, walk it out. Go
Walk
for a
it
run.
out.
Listen to us.
Yeah.
Shake your head. Be like, no, those bitches are wrong.
Yeah. This sucks. This podcast is great, but this walk sucks. I'm like, well, you're walking, so ha ha ha.
But yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of cool if they could like partner up.
Yeah.
So like a therapist is like, hey, I know this trainer that's really great for a person with your background.
Mm-hmm. That would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be really cool. Or do some sort of like you go for a walk, but you also do a Zoom call with a therapist.
Huh.
That would be interesting. So you get out
I
and
can
walk,
see that.
or walk with your therapist. I mean, you wouldn't want to do that because like if you're really intense, you'd be crying and like, oh my God. And like you walk past somebody and you're like, yeah, I was molested. And they're like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? What the hell?
Yeah, which I guess there is that kind of whole when it comes to therapy having
HIPAA.
well, more of like having the space to be able to actually get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't really want to go out with some person in the random woods and walk around. That's why you take your friends and you go on a hike and then never talk about your problems. That's the way to hike.
It's like, well, I've been sad lately. Yeah. You see that bird?
Yeah, it's like, fuck this cool looking bird. Like, damn, I'm not sad anymore.
It's like, you know what? It is.
This is a cool bird. I kind of want to. You guys have PB&Js? Yeah, sick. Well, how was your walk? It was great. It's like therapy.
Yeah.
We didn't talk about anything.
It's like, well,
that's how men solve their problems.
Usually.
Yep.
But yeah, I definitely, I think that there should be an emphasis on it.
I think so too. It's so much better. It's both a benefit Like there's no, if you work out and then go see your therapist, where's the negative in that?
Yeah.
'Cause you can get the emotional release and like the pump up that you need from your exercise, and then you just go have a really good session with your therapist. Or opposite way, you know, you go talk to your therapist. If you feel like shit and you're depressed or whatever, talk to your therapist. You feel better at the end, and that'll make you want to go do things. So I think that's a really good time to kind of quote unquote ride that high and go do a workout or exercise or go for a walk.
Yeah.
If you're feeling good about yourself, do something about it.
Yeah.
You
Get
know?
it going.
Get it going. Keep it going. Keep the train rolling. Yeah. We can stop there about that one. So we don't reiterate everything again and again and again and again and again and again and again.
But I love reiterating.
I know we're really good at it. It's what we do.
It's what we do here.
It's what we do. So you got one more, or are we?
That was it.
That was it?
We're done.
Wow. Jeez. Time flies when you're having fun, hey? Hey. What time is it?
Speaking of time and having fun,
Yeah.
thank you for listening to this episode of What's the Diff? Next week, for realsies, definitely for realsies, we'll be discussing Pow World versus Pokemon,
Ooh.
Sasquatch / Bigfoot versus Yeti versus Abominable Snowman, Abominable, Bobblehead Snowman.
Which I didn't think, real quick little teaser on that episode. A little teaser for you. Special teaser, pre-episode teaser. I didn't think there was that much of a difference between the two. And there is.
Oh.
I have a shitload of information on both Yetis and Sasquatch.
Well, thank you, listener Noah, for sending that in to us.
Yeah, no, a great, excellent topic. I'm stoked I got this one. It was cool.
And sound versus light.
Which is going to be very interesting to listen to.
Yeah, I'm excited for what that's going to bring.
Poor Keenan's probably just like, oh, why did I pick this topic? There's so much.
He's like, there's a spectrum, and we're in it, and we're not in it.
Like, the end. Okay.
All right.
That's the difference. That was easy. Yeah, thanks for listening, everybody. Do yourself a favor and exercise and eat good food and wash your car.
Yeah. Do something nice for yourself. Also, if you have an opinion on something we've already discussed, want to hear one of your topics debated, you can connect with us at whatsthediff.net. Leave us a voicemail at 802-884-3553 or send a voice clip to us at hellowhatsthediff@gmail.com.
I forgot that there was more.
Oh, that's okay.
So I was like,
but yeah, get a burger from Dairy Queen.
Yep.
Get rid of a referee.
Yep.
Domesticate a squirrel.
And don't hate a certain type of music unless you already do.
Then go for it.
Yeah, then do what you want to do. But remember, your opinion isn't everybody else's. So be kind. Rewind.
And get retested for driving.
Yeah, because you probably suck at driving.
Yeah, you definitely do.
You suck. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. You guys fucking suck at driving.
I've seen you drive. Not good.
If you're driving right now, I saw what you did.
Yeah.
We saw that.
Put your fucking blinker on.
Yeah. Use your blinker.
Indicate.
Yes. If you're in a big ass Dodge truck, which I don't think any of our friends have those, so this is cool. And if you have a big ass Dodge truck and you're not towing anything, put your goddamn tow mirrors away. You look like a fucking idiot.
Fucking A.
You look like a goddamn tool. If you have truck nuts on your vehicle, you look like a fucking idiot.
Clip them.
Yes.
You're going to get another truck pregnant.
Yes.
And then I guess we'll have a little truck.
We should start doing that.
Ooh.
Clipping them. Bring bolt cutters with, and then you just like lop off the bottom half of the ball.
Give him a little bumper sticker. You've been castrated.
You've been castrated. Excellent. Yeah. Spay and neuter your trucks.
All right. On that note, bye.
Bye.